to the show with Mike, Amy. Hi, Ames.
What's up, Miguel?
Not much. I just got your text, and I was laughing.
Dude, what in the fuck?
Yeah, titty milk ice cream. We did that story.
I feel like I'm kind of surprised it took this long.
Yeah, I don't know if you have the image readily available, but it was months ago. I'm almost positive you and I did the story.
I don't remember it.
You don't? It might have been a day you weren't here. I don't know, but definitely we talked about it, that it was coming. I'm sure it was you, dude. That it was coming. So now it must be actually coming out, and it's supposed to taste like titty milk.
That is so gross.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up the picture.
You know what's not gross?
What,
Rev 7.
Mike?
I'm telling you, go to mypillow.com. This stuff is good. This is the second one I've tried. I just cracked it right now, trying it live on air. It's
What's
really
the
good.
flavor?
This one's lemonade. Lemonade.
Yes.
Yeah, that one's good. I think I like the sour apple even better. But that's really good. Just use promo code TDC. Yeah, that's the green one I had the other day. But you haven't tried them yet. You should try them. If you're looking for an energy drink.
I need you to remind me before 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. What's your shirt say? I always need to know what your shirt says.
Well, first can you see this?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to the titty breast milk. What's your rush?
My shirt doesn't say anything special. It says join the Dab Club. It's one of Rocky's shirts. Yeah, It's nothing.
Get pumped. I get it. Like breast milk, pumping breast milk. That's what that means?
Yep. Los Angeles. Cool. Shocker.
Yeah. A new ice cream flavor is making its debut, and it's probably been a while since you tasted anything like it. Wait, don't people that would drink that, don't they give their kids formula anyways? Aren't they the ones that are like, who needs a real titty and a real woman? Just have a robot raise your kid and give it formula.
Which I am all for, by the way. They
will destroy a pair of titties, won't they?
It's not going to happen. I will have the equivalent of the baby formula Keurig machine.
Okay.
And it will just make a perfectly temperatured bottle with a perfectly dispensed amount of formula in a matter of seconds with the push of a button.
I think your kid will just be a little dumber. That's all. I think it's, but that's okay.
What my niece did. And she is just as smart as can be. And I would be.
Can you imagine how smart she'd be if she had, if she went right from the tap and she'd be like genius level. She's smart now. That's cool.
Yeah.
But
I don't know that there's really anything to that.
No, I have no idea. I always said they're on loan anyways. Like that, I was always offended at the people like, yeah, my 12-year-old. And you're like, get out of here, dude. If I was the guy in that relationship, be like, go get your own, man.
Yeah.
These are on loan to you. These were mine. These are on loan to you for, a week or two when you're getting started. And then get the fuck out of here. You don't get to destroy these. What's the matter with you? Selfish. Yes. Selfish little babies. Get out of here.
They're big into shaming you into that in the hospital, though.
What? Using your, going...
Yeah, being breastfeeding. They're big into shaming you. So you have to be like, no.
Not doing it.
You have to be very firm about it.
Well, remember when we had Isis on the pump?
Yeah.
That, destroyed his nip. That was gross. So gross,
oh my
dude.
God, so gross.
We actually got a couple droplets out of him.
Oh,
fuck, it was so gross. It tore him up. He had that breast pump from Sarah Titties.
Yeah. Yep.
Back in the day. Yeah. She was hilarious.
Wonder what he would probably love this ice cream then.
Maybe. Do you think it tastes like any? Do you think they did anything? How would you know? I imagine there's a lot of creepy dudes out there who've had pregnant girlfriends or wives and are like, let me try it. Yeah. I guarantee you, dudes have done that. I've never done that, but
yeah, I mean, I think that it's pretty easy to figure out what it tastes like.
Yeah, if Rocky wanted to pull, would you be like, go for it, have fun?
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's just so it's like a once in a lifetime thing. It's not like it's always there,
Yeah. So, would you try it? Would you try a shot of it?
Not a shot of it. No.
Yeah.
Fuck no, not a shot of it. But I might just like dab it on my tongue or something just to see what it tastes like.
Yeah. It can't be that bad.
No,
Maybe
I mean the
what if
babies
you
fucking drink it.
what if you threw it in like with some vodka?
I don't know about vodka necessarily,
Yeah,
Mike.
maybe whiskey.
It would have to be like
Whiskey. It'd be like a Russian
dirt
yeah, you know what I mean.
fucking A. I drink them all the time. A White Russian.
White Russian. Yeah, those are great.
Those are good.
Those are one of my favorite drinks.
Yeah, it
Come to
would
think
have
of
to
it.
be it would have to be that.
Yeah, it would
Or
totally be
like a
White Russian.
mudslides. Oh man, I love a good mudslide. They taste like milkshakes.
Yeah, is that like the blowjob shots? Is that like a
Yeah, it's
mudslide?
similar. Yeah, it's like, but it's a frozen drink. I usually drink them on vacation.
Yeah. Yeah. Interesting.
So, anyways.
I don't know why we started with that, but whatever. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the show. Yeah, last live show of the week. We'll do a member show tomorrow, patreon.com/TDC podcast. We might be joined by Fathead himself, 3G Greg Henson. I reached out to him just like literally a half hour ago and was like, hey, you want to join me and Amy? And he's at the dog park, of course, with Oyst.
Naturally.
Yeah. So,
today's my anniversary, Mike.
it is?
It is. I was going to
Happy
bail on
anniversary.
you, but Rocky golf's on Wednesdays. And I didn't make him skip it. He's like, you want me to skip golf? I'm like, no, I don't want
Yeah,
you
what
to
are you guys?
fucking
Are you guys
skip
going to do
golf.
anything?
Who cares? No.
Yeah.
No.
You're not doing any. It was the Warden
Maybe
and
over the
G's.
weekend. I don't know.
Yeah. It was the Warden and G's anniversary Monday or Friday, one of those. And I think it was their 11-year wedding anniversary. So I know you guys do these stupid things where it's like, it's the anniversary of when we met, and it's the anniversary of.
No, I don't. I don't do that. We have
when
one
we considered
anniversary, and it's when we got married.
Yeah, no. But I know a lot of you have done that. Like, this is our
No,
when we
do
met
not. No.
anniversary.
You do not say a,
Yeah.
a lot of you. Do you
A lot
don't
of
get
you,
to put me
yes.
in that category?
Well, here's the thing. No guy in the history of humanity has ever announced this is
I
the
would challenge
anniversary
you
of
on
when we
that.
met.
I would challenge
Only
you
a
on
chick
that.
would do that. So I lump you into that category. Yes, you.
I would challenge you on that. I
Okay.
bet I could find a guy that would do that. I bet you
No
would
guy-
do that.
Okay, maybe a gay guy in a gay relationship would do that.
Well,
Maybe. You seriously think there's a man in America
yes, I
who would
do.
go, no fucking way.
Yes, I do.
No way.
Yes, I do.
Why would you?
100%.
Why? And you
Because
base
there's
that on
weird
what?
dudes out there. Insecure guys, they got an overly hot chick somehow, and so they're like obsessive over anniversaries, and they like buy her something for every fucking anniversary that they have. Yes, Mike, I'm telling you that person exists.
I've had girlfriends that have done that. Like, hey, it's our 6-month anniversary of dating, and it comes into like, yeah, well, I banged you that first night, but we didn't start dating until like 3 months later. What are you talking about?
Sounds like you're keeping different anniversaries, Mike.
No. I'm not keeping any of them. The only reason I know about that is I've had girls say that to me, like, it's been 6 months today, and I'm like,
well, still, you can
Okay.
bitch about a certain type of, but you just don't get to include me.
I'm not
in
including
that.
you.
And by the way, I have another
I'm including
woman here.
vagines.
I have
Shut
another
up,
woman
Lynn.
here that agrees
Shut
with me.
up. Oh, shut up, both of you. I'm not putting up with either of you today.
2-1.
No, I meant vagines.
You're outnumbered.
I didn't mean padousas. I meant vagines. You're in the vagine category. It's a very general category. I don't mean you. I would be shocked, honestly, Amy, if you were like, it's the 12-year anniversary since Rocky and I met. That would shock. I'd be like, ugh, who are you,
No.
weirdo?
No.
I don't put you in that category. I just mean pigtails, vagines, and titties per category. Would keep track of something like that. Like, I've never had a guy friend be like, I gotta, it's the 6-month anniversary since when we met. I've got to hang out with the lady tonight.
Well, you've never been friends with the type of person that I just described.
Yeah. Have you? Have you ever been friends with that person? No, you haven't.
I'm trying to think. I feel like if I sat and thought about it long enough, yes. And I bet you I could find one.
Maybe. Now I actually hope Greg pops in here. Because
will
I
agree
bet
with me.
Greg will. I bet he doesn't agree with you.
He's gonna agree with me.
You know what? He might know some fruity dude who's like, "Oh my god, my buddy Pete, Jesus Christ."
You know what? You know what? I could see, just because Kelly's husband is such an overachiever, I could see him doing that, to be completely honest.
Cullen?
Maybe not. Maybe not.
No way, dude.
But he does like really nice things.
Yeah, okay.
Like he
being
buys
romantic or
flowers
being
for
thoughtful.
like he just randomly buys flowers. Like
I've
she
done that.
always has fresh flowers there.
Yeah, I've done that, especially in the first year or something. I used to send flowers.
They're past the first year, Mike.
Well, I've never made it longer than a year with a girl, so I only know the first year rules. So no, I've done that. Being thoughtful is fine.
I bet Cullen knows the different anniversaries. He doesn't necessarily celebrate them, but I bet he knows them, if I had to guess.
See, that's a weird one because Cullen's super, super smart.
Yeah, he's like Rain Man, kind of.
He's like Rain Man lawyer smart.
Right.
So it doesn't surprise me that he would just kind of have that knowledge. That doesn't shock me. But him like, oh my God, it's our anniversary of when we like, no.
Yeah.
He wouldn't be that dude. I've partied with Cullen. There's no way he's that guy.
True.
No way.
No, I know. Cullen's just very nice. Like this one time we went to Vegas. I think it was for the what year are we in?
25.
25. So 30 years. I think it was for the 25-year anniversary of when my dad died. Me and my sisters went to Vegas and we had like a suite and everything. And then when we got there were this beautiful arrangement of flowers there. And it was from all of our husbands. And we were all looking at each other like, we know who organized this. And it wasn't Rocky, and it wasn't Doug, and it wasn't Jim.
No.
It was Cullen.
Isn't that hilarious? You guys knew immediately.
Immediately knew as soon as we saw that. Of course, the guys were all like, yeah, that's a great idea. Let's do it. It's not like any of them put up a fight for it, but, none of them were thought of it in their own right. No,
because those guys would have thought, we're in Vegas this is the special.
Right.
Like, this is the special thing. Like, no, we're not going over the top for that.
Right.
That's funny. No, the warden came in. She was making eggs for breakfast or something. And I went up there and to get one. And she was like, yeah, it's Monday. I guess it was Monday. This was like a day before, like Sunday or something. Sunday morning. She's like, yeah, tomorrow's mine and Greg's 11-year anniversary. And I was like, oh, cool. You guys doing anything? She's like, no. And I was like, oh, okay. I've never been married. I don't know what the rules are. I feel like that's kind of a big date for couples, but I don't know. And so I went down to G's room just to like say hi. And I was like, so got anything planned for your anniversary? And he was like, when's that? I go, tomorrow, fucker. He had no idea. None clue. And then the next day I come in and G's getting a massage the masseuse is over. Nice. And he's getting a massage. I'm like, what are you doing? He's just like, yeah, anniversary present. It's like, oh, they got each other massages. Nice. Okay, cool. But good enough.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's funny. Anyway, what's going on? Kind of some news dropped. Howard Stern. Is Howard Stern on the chopping block? With have you heard about this?
I have not.
Yeah, his the future of Howard Stern's long-running SiriusXM radio show is in jeopardy as the end of his $500 million 5-year contract looms. I don't know if there's anything to this story, to be honest with you. I see on social media people that hate libs and assume, or know what Howard is nowadays are just like, go woke, go broke. That's what you get, Mm-hmm. So I think there's a lot of...
But also, like, does Howard even need Sirius XM anymore? I mean, couldn't he do his own thing? It's probably just easier, I guess.
Here's the problem. Howard publicly and loudly shit all over podcasts.
That's right. I forgot about that. So,
G still listens to Howard. And he's the only person I know that still listens to Howard. And I was like
is that like an everyday thing?
No, he takes the whole summer off. Like he's off now. So,
Oh, okay.
I think he only does 2 or 3 shows a week.
Okay.
Most of them from his house.
Right. I knew
He's
that.
still scared of COVID and all that shit. He's just a fucking weirdo. He's always been a weirdo. But yeah, famously, you've got some 5-year, $500 million contract.
Wow.
There's no chance he's worth $100 million a year.
Yeah.
None chance. But I don't think that's ever been confirmed. Like you don't know what his daily listens are or anything like that. Like none of these streaming platforms give out those numbers.
Right.
And that stuff doesn't really get out there.
Right.
So, who knows? I don't think of Howard as like, oh, wow, what does Howard Stern think about something?
Oh, God, no.
Like at all.
He's kind of in that realm of like a viral clip or something, and a lot of times it's of like people making fun of it or.
Yeah. And I think it's a real problem for someone with his brand to do the type of interviews he did leading up to the election. Like you had the new wave of this type of industry, like Joe Rogan's or Nelk Boys or PBD podcast. Like there's all kinds of shows that were having JD Vance, Donald Trump, Elon Musk, like just go down the line. And then you had Howard over here and he had that pathetic interview with Kamala Harris. Yeah. And he had an even more pathetic blowjob interview with Joe Biden. And it was like,
oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Remember those just disasters?
Yeah.
Horrible. Even my brother was like, what the fuck? Like so I don't know. So this article I was reading, Stern's shift from having the most fearsome reputation in American entertainment to being what Kanye West described as an irrelevant old man has been dramatic in recent years. He's faced backlash after admitting he was proudly woke. I think I didn't check. I probably should have checked. Yeah, here's Howard when he was talking about being proudly
woke. The opposite of woke is being asleep. And
good one.
If woke means I can't get behind Trump, which is what I think it means, or that I support people who want to be transgender, or I'm for the vaccine, well, dude, call me woke as you fucking want. I'm not for stupidity. I ran out Friday morning. I was over at CVS. Thank you, CVS. I went over there 9 a.m. and got myself that new vaccine for COVID.
Hours.
He's bragging about running to CVS. I don't think that's true. I don't think Howard Stern would go to CVS to get his COVID vaccine.
Yeah, he probably had someone bring it over.
Yeah. I mean,
would think.
Can you imagine Howard getting in his fucking stretch limo and being driven to CVS to walk in and wait in line?
Yeah, he won't even go to work, because he's afraid of COVID. We're supposed to believe he's going to go stand in line with the peons who are sneezing in line at CVS.
Yeah. Fuck. I should have done that. God damn it. I've been texting with E-Rock. Eric Nagel, who and I started last night about this Howard thing. But I wasn't going to say anything because I didn't say like, hey dude, do you mind if I say what you think about, because I think he still works at Sirius. But I was like, hey, what do you think? Blah, blah, blah. And then he just texted right now. Was like, hey, if you ever want to have me back on, we can talk about all this.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So it would have been nice to just, have him on right now talking about, he's like the savant of the radio industry. I mean, he really knows what's going on with a lot of this stuff. But anyway, I'll text him later and we can definitely do that. What were we just saying? Oh, about him with COVID. By the way, do you think of that as the definition of woke, what Howard just gave there?
No.
So to him, woke means I'm not voting for Donald Trump. Do you think of that as being woke?
No.
Like, no. I'm going to get what was the other one he said?
Trans people.
I support trans people.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like people can say what they want, but I feel like you and I have no problem with trans people. Never
I mean,
have.
I think we've said that a lot.
Yeah. Like, technically, I support trans people.
Right.
That doesn't mean trans people can do whatever they want, whenever they want,
Right.
however they want.
Right.
And I would say that's true of black people, white people, gay people, trans people, all people. Just because you're something doesn't mean you can behave in a way that is disruptive to society in some way.
Right.
That's the problem. So Howard, you're disingenuous in your argument right there. Like, yeah, we're all woke. If that's the standard of what woke means,
right,
then we're all woke. I supported gay marriage long before Obama or Hillary or anybody in this country. Most people in this country did.
Yeah.
Like, people got there when they got there. That's fine. So anyways, the insider at Sirius said he may do a 1 to 2 year contract if they can meet him where he wants financially. He doesn't want to pull the plug on his employees like this. I don't think Howard Stern gives a shit about his employees. Sorry. I've never gotten that impression from Howard. There are certain, and I would say that's not just a Howard Stern thing.
Yeah.
That is true of the vast, vast majority of people in that industry, what would have been terrestrial radio hosts. Like, your staff comes and goes. I can't explain to you. I've said it before to listeners. I can't express how rare it was the way Drew and Mike treated Mark and I,
right,
specifically. Like,
right,
looked out for us. We're like, these are our guys. Pay them. Bentley got thrown into that category too, and a few years later. Like, they definitely appreciated their team, respected their team. Not that Howard doesn't. Fred's been there for a long time. Baba Booey's been there for many, many years, and Robin. But I don't think Howard's terribly worried about them. And I think if we talk to Eric Nagel, who was one of the main producers of Opie and Anthony, I don't think Opie and Anthony were terribly worried about their staff that they would hold off on signing contracts. No. Make sure E-Rock is signed and covered for the next 3 years before we sign. Like, Drew did that.
Right.
Spare me on that one. A separate source said Stern was considering parting ways with SiriusXM, and that his staff of around 95 writers and producers had only recently heard about Stern's indecision over the show's future. That whole sentence is bullshit.
Yeah.
That entire sentence is bullshit. Howard talks. It's a main topic on his show. Woe is me. I don't know if I want to keep doing this. I don't know. I might just retire. I might quit. He's been playing that game on air with his listeners for 20 years.
Yeah.
So this idea of his staff is just learning now about this indecision of what's going to... Shut up. Stern's played this game forever. Lots of guys have played this game. So a staff of around 95 writers and producers. Think about that, Amy.
That's insane.
Think about what you and I do every day. Pull a handful of stories, talk about them. Could we have a production wing where it's like, hey, this is Kyle and his whole job is to cut clips up and post them out? Sure. Okay, that's one guy. It's kind of a one-man job. What the hell do you need 95? Think about how many people that is.
Yeah, that's a shit ton.
Like, you wouldn't even see them all on a daily basis. Like, what the hell are they all doing?
Right. It seems like that could be slimmed down a little bit.
Down to like 5. It's always shocking to be Colbert, a staff of 200. Well, there's your problem.
Right.
What do you have 200 assholes doing?
Right.
The hell are they doing? I just don't get it. But he'll they say he'll likely sell his catalog of shows to replay on uncensored channels, Howard 100 and Howard 101, if he owns his catalog. And he might own his catalog.
I'm sure he does.
Lots of those guys don't. Most of those guys don't. Howard might. That may have been something he was able to get from what would have been K-Rock back in the day. And, but CBS maybe would own that stuff. You know, I play in the members area sometimes. I was playing the Drew and Mike stuff. I don't fucking own that stuff. Neither does Drew Lane or Mike Clark.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's why I don't do it publicly, because I don't know who owns that technically.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't even talk about that. It's possible Stern could return for specials with SiriusXM, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, when I was talking to E-Rock, and since he said he's willing to talk about it, I was asking him like what he thought of this story, if there was anything to it. And he said, it's the Sun. They're not credible. Still, Sirius is probably not offering anywhere near what he thinks he should be paid. So he could walk, but then what would he do after? And so this is another one of those. I didn't know it was first reported by the Sun, which is a UK tabloid, and full of shit a lot. And then everybody picks that up like it's a story, and they run it with no further reporting.
Right.
So now it's international news. So I would hold off on that. I think this is just Stern's contract is up in the fall, his 5-year deal. And my guess is Howard's going to play this stupid game like he always does and then sign something. If reports are true that it was $100 million a year for 5 years, no fucking way he's getting that. No way.
Yeah. I mean, obviously this is just a story of like his contract's almost up. And so that means there's a possibility he doesn't come back. And it's just a bunch of speculation, it sounds like. Yeah. Because of the contract timing.
Well, I said to Eric, $20 million, you know, would they offer him $20 million a year to do it? And I was like, that seems crazy. He does not seem like he's worthy of even $20 million a year, even though you were paying him $100. And E-Rock pointed out he brings a lot of celebrities into the building.
Right.
And there's a real value in that. And he's 100% right. He's totally right. Some of the biggest bands will set up in Howard's studio there. Celebrities come in. And it's a different day when celebrities are coming by the radio station. That is, you know, it's just a different vibe. The whole building gets excited. So you can imagine that being a big draw for SiriusXM, you know, to have that catalog of artists and movie stars and stuff coming through that building. And Howard is 100% a draw for that. So I don't know. Let's see if there's anything else. I'm woke, blah, blah, blah. In 2019, Howard, in his book, Howard Comes Again, the DJ confessed that his biggest regret is he never got to apologize to Robin Williams. Really? I can think of a couple other moments that maybe would be bigger regrets in the Howard Stern world. So he says, when Robin came on the show, I spent the entire time badgering him about how he had divorced his first wife and remarried his son's former nanny. I was attacking the guy and he was justifiably furious with me. Stern only realized years later that he needed to apologize after years of therapy to understand his own narcissism that had prevented him from even considering what someone else might be feeling. Seriously? You need years of psychotherapy for that?
Yeah, and like that's the one thing that sticks out to you the most?
Yeah, right? 20 years after the interview, he got up the nerve, but it was too late. Robin died before Stern could make that call. I'm still filled with sadness over his loss and remorse for my failure to reach out sooner. I would think, let me see if I have it, which we've played before. Yeah, this one jumps out at me.
Some more jokes for your New Year's Eve party there.
You're not tired of this.
And don't be racially offended, because Whoopi done wrote them for me, okay? Here we go.
Ahead.
Black hole.
Black hole.
You're going to love this. Hey, look at that. What do I loves most about the Whoopi? Yeah.
Such a great timing.
Hey, Robin, what does you call a black rocket scientist?
I don't know,
A
Ted.
nigger. Whoopi wrote it. Whoopi wrote it. Hey, did you happen to notice this?
No, what
this
is that?
This my mother, Mama Dancing. Why, she done working blackface too.
She must be very proud.
Yeah.
Now I know you really love it, Ted. You the man.
I tell you, you the man. What done happened to Sherman's career? It's really over the end. I want you to give us a kiss, you smelly coghead coon. I love
May
you.
I say something
Yeah.
here?
That is
So crazy.
Yeah,
That
is
is
Justin
so
Trudeau
crazy.
level blackface, isn't it? Oh, it gets
Yeah.
worse from there.
I know.
Like that one, I would think you would be like, of all the things in my career that I
Yeah.
regret,
Right.
you know.
I would think that would be up there.
There's also the Dana Plato. Do you remember the controversy around Dana Plato? And I don't think I have that one, but do you remember Dana Plato?
I don't think so.
She was the actress on Different Strokes.
Okay.
So what you talking about, Willis? That
Yeah.
one? And she was tabloid fodder for years.
Hmm.
She had some drug issues. I think she was living in a trailer with some dude at one point. Like it had kind of gone off the rails. It was like the heart of that like, this doesn't go so well for child actors.
Right,
You know,
right.
when they kind of get discarded by Hollywood and
Yeah.
then they're still famous, but not generating the eyeballs and the paychecks.
Right.
And so Howard had her on and let listeners call in, and they all like accused her of being fucked up and being on drugs. And she was reportedly sober at that point. And so she put up a defense for 40 minutes as listeners, one-upped each other on how she sounded fucked up. And then the staff, Baba Booey is chiming in, well, she seems speedy, like all kinds of accusations. And
Oh,
she's
geez.
denying it. She died the next day, OD'd in her trailer,
Oh shit.
ruled a suicide.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would think that would be up there on your list of things as well.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be one of those?
You would think.
Yeah.
Would think.
Yeah. So I don't know. But this Howard Stern thing, I would let that story sit. Everybody I know is sharing this all over, like, go woke, go broke. I think I don't think Howard can do anything else. I don't think he can do anything else. So he makes these threats all the time. He'll probably sign for an undisclosed, much smaller amount of money. Reports have been that there's 30 million listeners famously of his show. And there are reports lately that go, it could be more like 125,000.
Wow.
So who knows what the real number is, but he didn't do himself any favors the last 5 years. Certainly, but it's
That's
like
for sure.
Colbert. It's like Colbert, Kimmel, all of those shows. So
Yeah.
I don't know, but we'll see. But maybe we'll get Nagel on and talk about some of that stuff. He'd be fun. He would definitely know. He's been in that building for many, many years around those people. So he'd probably be a good one to talk to. The chick that was beaten in the streets in Cincinnati.
Mm-hmm.
Remember we watched that video?
Mm-hmm.
She was knocked out.
Yeah.
She gave her first interview. She's only been identified as Holly. That's all we
Okay.
know about her. You want to see some of her first interview?
Sure.
It's with Benny Johnson. Is that his name?
The
think he
YouTuber?
was- Yeah.
Okay.
What is Benny? Was he with like Charlie Kirk, Turning Point USA? Is he one of those guys?
I don't know. I mean, yeah, he's in that crowd, I think.
Yeah.
I don't know for sure if it's Turning Point, but
All right.
Has
She's still
the
got her
mayor
black
of
side.
Cincinnati or the police chief been in contact with you?
No. Mm-mm.
So you are the most viral clip out of Cincinnati in a very long time.
So it's Benny. What is it? The Benny Show.
Long
The Benny Show.
time,
Sorry.
and a very well-known name now. You've had thousands of articles written about you. You've had a lot of money raised in a Give, Send, Go, and I want to get to that in just a moment. But that's astonishing, Holly, that the mayor of the city who's implicated in this and the police chief who's implicated in this have not even contacted you for the attempted murder that happened in their street live on camera.
not only have I not been contacted, but I had to have the most ridiculous conversation with a New York Post reporter, and God love him. He was actually very sweet and kind, and I forget his name. I'm sorry. But they tried to say that I was a Russian asset or Russian spy, and I fled to Russia and all these different things. I'm not sure how or why this came about, or if they were like, oh, this will make the video go away. Oh, this will debunk her trying to talk. Or I don't know. Don't quote me on like what their thoughts are. Only they can explain it at some point in time, because we all want answers. So I was called by a lot of people who were like, hey, we need to know, are you affiliated with Russia? Are you a spy? Where were you born? I've had to have background checks on me. That's another reason I had to go into hiding and leave, because she caused so much public panic. And I talked to the New York Post and I'm like, look, I'm from Ohio. I'm Irish. If I have to do a 33andMe to prove that I don't have Russian blood, like
What the fuck is going on here?
This is insane.
Insane.
Did the mayor say something about her being a Russian? Where did
I
it come
remember very early, maybe you remember this, in that initial video, there's I think it's a mob of like 8-10 black guys attacking a white guy, right?
Yeah.
And then I don't think that was her party. I think she stepped in, was the only one that was kind of like, hey, break it up. And then that
Right.
black dude just cracked her in the face,
Right.
out cold.
Right.
I remember that initial report saying something about that guy being like that white guy, like, oh yeah, there was some weird report about it, like ties to Jewish something or Russia something.
That's
and I remember
crazy.
going, what does that have to, what are you talking about? And it was too early to even be like, should have been part of the story. But imagine this girl. She goes to a birthday party for a friend. She's a single mom, doesn't go out much, and is like, oh my God, having a night. Goes to this stupid jazz fest, is leaving, tries to break up a fight, gets knocked the fuck out, wakes up and on the streets being videotaped, and these are the questions they're asking her. It must be
That is so
terribly
crazy.
confusing.
Yeah.
I'm a realtor
How
and
wild is
insurance
that?
agent. Like I don't understand how or why. And I was like, where is this coming from? And he was like, just like, my understanding is that it had come from either the police chief or one of the people involved in that aspect.
Wow. So
that is so crazy.
Ignored by Mayor Aftab Pureval. Mayor Aftab. Jesus Christ.
Yes.
And Cincinnati Police Chief Teresa that chick. There she is. Why do they all look like that? Maybe it's the uniform and the hat. Holly said the police acted nonchalant when they arrived at the scene, did not call for backup, did not call for an ambulance. They were less than helpful, is all I can say. So I wound up getting an Uber when it showed up, and I went home and tried to sleep off the concussion. She got an Uber from the street that day.
Wow.
They didn't even get a statement. No, the police were the very opposite of helpful. They made me feel so uncomfortable. They didn't even get my name. They didn't even care enough to get my name.
That's wild.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is.
So 5 suspects were arrested following that brawl. Jermaine Matthews, Montianez Merriweather, Dominique Kittle, and Patrick Rosemond. Police are still searching for a 6th. It's alleged that Merriweather was the catalyst for what detectives have described as a coordinated attack. So I don't know what that means. I think it was late.
Yeah.
Alcohol probably involved. An online fundraiser has been created to help Holly get back on her feet. following this. As of Wednesday, more than 530 grand was raised to help her out. Now that's not bad.
How much?
530 grand.
Oh, that's pretty good.
I think
Pretty
I'd
good.
take that deal.
Getting beat in the face.
Yeah, I got beat in the face once and I didn't get anything. No one gave me nothing.
No one gave you nothing?
Nope. And he didn't knock me out either. Proud to say. I had a black eye that turned purple, red, yellow, brown, like all for months. It was brutal. That's where Mike Webster was born. It was for the Guns N' Roses Metallica concert.
Oh, that's right.
Pontiac.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
outside of a party store.
Yeah.
And yeah, dude punched me through the window.
Hang
Sitting
on.
shotgun.
I have to help Diesel get down from these stairs.
What's
Hang
going on with Diesel? Well, I just got another text. Well, this stinks. I just got a text from Beth and just says Izzy is gone. Yeah. Izzolina. You guys all know Izzy. Well, that stinks. I knew that day was coming. I've been waiting for that text for quite a while now. What a bummer. I just got a text from Beth. Can you hear me, Ames? Are you there?
I'm back.
Yeah, I just got a text from Beth saying that Izzy passed away.
Oh no.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
Izzy lived a very long life. And I'm glad I got one more meeting with Izzy. I went over to Beth's before I moved. And I think I talked about it at one point. I went over there and Izzy went absolutely batshit for a half hour straight. Howling, whining, screaming, wouldn't leave me for literally a half hour straight.
Aww.
It was the coolest thing. I was like, because I hadn't seen Izzy in a long time, even though I'd seen Beth. Beth and I had gone out to dinner, but it was like, Izzy's going to go crazy. Why don't you just pull up and I'll just run out?
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like that. Like, let's not make a production out of this and the dogs go crazy. So it was like, yeah, no problem. So even though I'd seen Beth and she'd come over plenty of times, I hadn't really seen Izzy. So I was like, oh, I'll come in. She was still getting ready. We were going to dinner.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like, I'll just come in and say hi to Izzy. And she's like, okay. And Beth, like, I remember her being at the top of the stairs, like, are you raping the dog? What's going on down there? And it was like, I don't know, man. She was like, it's him. It's him.
That's
it's him.
so sweet.
Oh my God. Yeah. Me and Izzy were friends. It was funny when I first started hanging out over there and stuff. I remember I was home. It was when we were first let go at Riff. And so I wasn't working, I was still under contract. So it was like, I can't remember if Beth was in school or if she was a nurse then, but she was at work or at school or something. And it was like, can you go over to the house? Cause she just lived a couple blocks over. Can you go over and just like take Izzy out to go party? And I was like, yeah, I can go over there and let Izzy out to go party. And one day I found a Frisbee toy of hers and I was like, look at this. And in 30 minutes taught her how to catch a Frisbee.
Aww.
And that was our jam, dude. She's like, what did you do to my dog? And I'm like, well, we started playing with a Frisbee. And I would just whip this thing in the backyard and that dog would haul ass, leap in the air and catch it. It was like Izzy knew how to do that day one of playing with her. Yeah, yeah. So
poor Izzy.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, she lived a good life.
Yeah.
She was a good model for
Yes.
TDC merch.
She was. She had her little panties on that she wore. She had the thong she wore. We were going to put that on a billboard.
Oh, that would have been funny.
They wouldn't let us.
Really?
Yeah, Jay and I tried to buy a billboard with Izzy wearing those panties.
Oh my God.
We're going to put it on 696 for a few $1,000s. And it got denied.
That's crazy.
It was like, yeah, because it was Izzy looking back, and she was wearing, there was just like, when we got merch made, there were all kinds of sample things like pens and mugs and hats and all kinds of shit, and a pair of like women's panties. They were these tiny little panties that just had the Detroit Cast logo on it. And so one day I just threw them on Izzy like a pair of shorts.
Yeah.
And then
Those were
took
so
a picture
funny.
of it. Yeah. And that picture's hilarious. I don't have it on me, but we were like, dude, we should put that on a billboard, throw it on 696 or 75 or one of those. And it got denied.
I feel
It was
like,
like-
didn't it get your Facebook account suspended for a minute or something too? Because it was considered like
Sexual or something?
sexual. I
Yeah.
vaguely remember that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. It was weird. That could be true. Ames, I don't remember exactly, but that could have happened too.
I bet some monsters will remember.
Probably.
Mike, before we joined the show today, I had my algorithm is true crime mostly, and so this preliminary hearing popped up of this crime that happened not too far from me in a city called Northfield, but it's like Washtenaw County, like Ann Arbor-ish area. And I can't believe I hadn't heard of this, but it happened it's the craziest story. Happened on New Year's Day this year, and this nice couple lived in this house with their daughter and then their foster child that they had taken in, who was like 4 or something like that, this little black girl. And so they're all just at home on New Year's Day, and 3 people break into the house.
Okay.
And they wrangle everybody together like at gunpoint. One of them is the mom of the child that they're fostering. And so she comes in, she puts the husband and wife, she tells them to like sit down in the kitchen. So they sit down in the kitchen. They tell the father-in-law is there. They tell the father-in-law to like lay down on the ground. There's a brand new puppy. They put the puppy outside, and then they tell the 2 kids to leave the house at some point. And so they're like yelling at the parents, and they're trying to get money and everything, and accusing them of not allowing her daughter to believe in God, which is crazy because these people are like super fucking religious. And yes, I just said the F word and religious, and it's the same sentence.
Yeah, your mom's getting mad.
I know. But so of course, this lady is like batshit crazy. She has a gun, and she's holding them at gunpoint the entire time. And they're like, please, like, don't do anything you're going to regret. And she's like, oh, like this. And she shoots him. She shoots the dad, and it goes through like because he was sitting down. He was like, I think the angle, it like went in, and he's like, I could just feel it like exploding like fireworks inside of me. And it just, and like hit a bunch
like at his top of his shoulder.
Yeah, like his shoulder. And I think it like the way it went down, it like broke some ribs because she was like kind of standing over him, and he was sitting down. So shot him then. And he was like, even after I was shot, I was still trying to like calm down the situation. My wife was trying to calm down the situation,
So when you hold on one second, when you said, so the mom of the actual child that they've adopted,
the foster kid. Yeah.
Yeah. The foster kid, the mom is the one with the gun.
Yes.
And she sent the kids out of the house, including her own daughter.
Yes.
Her biological daughter.
Yes. And she was with 2 guys. And so she was like ordering them around, like take the kids outside, put the dog outside.
Gotcha.
And all the while she's like holding the foster mom and dad at gunpoint.
Now, are they white or are they black?
Yes, they're white.
They're a white couple that adopted the black kid. Okay.
Yes. And they haven't officially adopted her. They're just fostering her. So like like a temporary situation. And so then the dad says that like out of nowhere, he gets shot in the head. And he's testifying. I'm watching this before we joined. And he doesn't have I think it's a right eye now, because the way, and again, he was sitting down. So he's like, I think that the angle saved me. And he was like, but it like went in through his eye and out, but he was alive still. Ugh. And he's like, I just remember thinking, well, I was shot in the head, I'm going to die now. And he said he passed out for like 15 minutes. He said he wakes back up and he realizes, holy shit, I didn't die. And he's able to get up, and he's like, there was this bench by the door. He goes, and I pull myself up onto the bench, and I'm putting my shoes on because I'm like, I need to run to the neighbor's house, and because they took their phones.
I was going to say, why doesn't he go for his phone?
Yeah. And like, I don't know that you need to put shoes on. Then again, it was New Year's, so there was snow on the ground,
in Michigan,
whatever.
yeah.
But again, he was also shot in the head, so I'm going to give him some leeway.
Still, I was going to say, least of my worries would be the shoes. I would
Right.
It's imperative that I get to the neighbors.
Yeah. So of course the one neighbor's not home. He has to go, but before he leaves the house, he's putting his shoes on. He says he looks up and he sees that his wife is dead. And she's just sitting there, and she said her head is just slumped to the side and she's got blood coming out of her mouth. And he goes, and I knew instantly that she was dead. So he's like, I run out of the house, run to the first neighbor. They're not home. Run to the second neighbor, and they bring me inside and, call 911. And he's like, I knew who it was, obviously. Like, he's like, I told the police who it was, because obviously they've dealt with her. She's the biological mom. Yeah. And so the police came and they went through the house and they found the father-in-law. So the foster mom's dad was there, and he was dead too. They shot him. And then they didn't injure the kids though, but they did take the kids. And I haven't gotten to the point of like where they found the kids. I had to jump on Roops. I had to jump on the podcast. So TBD on the kids, but I do know that they were found. Okay. And of course, Mike, this total dipshit. First of all, she looks exactly like you would think she was going to look like. I'm going to show you.
I got an image.
Second of all, of course, she's been completely unruly in every court appearance that she's had, saying she's like popping off and saying they deserved it, like during court appearances and shit. Yeah. And then the one that I was watching today, he was like, the dad was like telling the story. He's sitting up there with one fucking eye, by the way. And like this monster is sitting across from you, and she's yelling at him, calling him a liar. And the judge was like, oh no, there's going to be none of that.
Yeah. The Islamist in me wants to just go, you know what? In some instances, we need to bring back the eye for an eye. And he gets a gun. He gets 2 shots. Do your best. Yeah. And you can shoot her. Obviously you want to shoot her. Look at her. That individual needs to be deleted. Just deleted. Yes. Like,
and took out this nice lady and her poor husband who's missing this eye now.
Yeah, no, I know more.
And he can't see colors.
He can't see colors?
No, like
he only sees in black and white.
He had to identify her sitting there, and he was like, I think she's like, I can't really see colors anymore. I think she has a white shirt on, but she was wearing this like green shirt. The judge was like, well, what side of the table is she sitting at? So isn't that
if I take my right eye away, I can still see. I can still tell you've got red in your shirt and rack in
Mike,
your shirt
but
white.
I think I would have to put a bullet through your brain, and maybe it takes out, the part that sees color. I don't think it's apples to apples to just cover your eye and be like, yeah, it's the same.
Yeah. Well, you said he was missing a right eye, not both eyes. So I just did the best I could.
But I mean, what a piece of total shit.
Yeah.
Here they are. And I guess that he said it really triggered them. It really triggered her when the kid was being told to leave the house, and she called the foster parents mommy and daddy. And she said, I want to hug mommy and daddy before I leave.
Really?
And I guess that really like pissed her off.
God, some people, and this couple thinks they're absolutely doing the right thing. God-fearing couple that's like, hey, we're going to take this, this human piece of shit is in no condition to raise a kid.
Can't
obviously.
have kids. Her kids got taken away from her.
Yeah.
So we're going to take this kid in.
So we're going to take this kid in, give it a loving home, got a new Roops, play with it. And you just can't even imagine. Think about how excited you would be. Just had Christmas, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. Yeah. We just need to start deleting people.
Insane story though. I know.
Yeah.
Delete is right. I'm a big fan of you get what what happened. What you did is what you get in return. So like,
Yeah.
think twice about how you kill somebody, because if it's really gruesome, buckle up,
Yeah.
Buttercup, because you're not going to get lethal injection.
Yeah. And I'm not one for torture and extreme, like we're civilized. Like, no, just
Yeah.
delete. Use one of those prods that they euthanize cows with, just one of those, and just be like, yeah.
I'm a big fan of torture, Mike. That's what I'm saying. I think
I
that
know
their
you are.
punishment should match what they inflicted on the other person. Like, you burn them alive, you're going to get burnt alive.
Yeah. See, I think the civilized part of me, and in some extreme cases, that may be fine. When you see like a special needs kid bullied by 5 kids, you want to torture them a little bit. I'm fine with that.
But
remember
not
that
burning
horrible
like
story?
a family alive or something. You wouldn't want, that's not enough.
Yeah. If you just want to
Bullying
take
a
that,
retarded kid, that is like top of your revenge torture card. Burning a family alive, kind of lower on that card.
yeah, just that cow prod thing, just poof.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
All 3 of
But
them
no
right there in the
torture.
courtroom,
No
just like,
torture.
yeah, you don't need to do. I mean, if you want to punch him or something, that's fine. But
okay,
but
I'm a little surprised at this, Mike.
Yeah, you like. I think of you as like taking garden shears and snipping off fingers, and I'm more just like, what are we doing? Just poof, poof, delete. You're next. Stand up. Shut up. Stop crying. Stop crying. Stand still. Fuck you. No, I don't know. No, we're not changing your pants. You shit them.
Yeah.
Just foof, right on down the line. All of them. Delete. Bye-bye. We don't need to have a trial. We don't need to have, we don't need to house these clowns for 30 years. We don't need to have posters of support for 30 years. No, thunk, delete them all. You are a broken human being. You're never going to be fixed. Just delete them. What are we doing? It's 2025. Let's start deleting some people. Send some messages.
Yes.
There was a guy, and this is where it gets. I wasn't planning on doing this story right away, but it was way down here. But there was a guy, Tennessee put this guy to death last night, I believe it was. He shot to death his girlfriend and her 6 and 9-year-old daughters in 1988. We're still dealing with him.
Wow.
One of those cattle prod things, thunk, would have just ended this clown immediately. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
And he was later condemned to death, was executed last night. The headlines for this centered around critics of the execution who pointed to the fact that the state had refused to deactivate his implanted defibrillator, which caused him pain when he was dying. So they give him the
pain.
Yeah, he had a little bit of pain.
Oh, I would hate for him to feel pain, because we don't like people to get tortured, Mike.
No. So they gave him a shot of pentobarbital.
Sure.
And then he lifted his head and he was like, ow, this hurts. And they're like, see, you're torturing him. You're torturing him.
This is why, Mike, if we went my route and we just gave you the same punishment that you gave the person that you killed, there could be no complaints. You literally could not complain about it hurting, because that's quite literally what you did to someone else.
Yeah. Yeah. It's very Islamic of you. The eye for an eye kind of met out that kind of justice. Well, let's see what he did.
I think I do all over there. I think they really like blondes.
Yeah, they do. You'd have to wear that goofy thing over you, though.
I don't think you have to do that if you're blonde.
No?
Nah, I think they want to see her hair.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't think you'd look good with like a Glad bag over your whole body with a couple eye slits like that.
Yeah.
No. So Brian Black was his name, executed his girlfriend, Angela Clay, and her daughters, Latoya and Lakeisha, 9 and 6. He had been involved in a dispute with Angela's husband, Benny, from whom she was separated. So Mr. Black there shot Benny in the shoulder and was sentenced to 2 years with work release. He was allowed work release. No problem with that.
Good.
So he took that opportunity while he's temporarily out to go kill her and the daughters. So good argument for work release when you shoot someone. Investigation revealed the bodies of Angela and her 9-year-old daughter, Latoya, in the master bedroom. Angela was laying in bed, had apparently been shot once in the top of the head as she slept, and was rendered unconscious immediately. She died within minutes. The chief medical examiner testified that she was probably shot from a distance of 6 to 12 inches. Latoya's body, so Latoya is the 9-year-old, was found partially on the bed, partially off the bed, wedged between the bed and a chest of drawers. She'd been shot once through the face and the neck and chest. Indicated she'd been lying on the bed when shot. Dr. Harlan testified that she was shot from greater than 2 feet away. Death was not instantaneous, but likely occurred within 3 to 10 minutes. So that must have been a fun.
Yeah, but
3 to
they
10
pinched
minutes.
him when they gave him some fucking pain meds.
He said, "Ow."
I know.
He said,
he felt
"Owie."
discomfort, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Both victims were under the covers when they were shooting in their beds. The body of Lakeisha, the 6-year-old, was found in a second bedroom, lying face down on the floor next to her bed. She'd been shot twice, once in the chest, once in the pelvic area. She had died from bleeding as a result of the gunshot wound to the chest. So she bled out. The 6-year-old took her a half hour to die.
Jesus.
Yeah. But it stinks. He got that shot of, he got a needle, pentobarbital.
Yeah, and it hurt.
Ow! Oh, it hurts so bad. He actually said, it hurts so bad. And we're supposed to feel all the way off. Like, how far should I fuck off?
Literally could not be further off.
So, yeah, 37 years later before we were able to delete this clown.
Take your time.
Take
By
your
all
time.
means, move at a glacial pace.
Yeah. And for some reason, I thought in that story, it said that the Tennessee Supreme Court was like, well, you should unhook his defibrillator so he doesn't feel no pain.
Yeah.
And then they were like, yeah, go fuck yourself, Supreme Court.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so it was this whole thing.
And it's like some of the families in the Idaho case with Kohberger, you know, they were like one in particular of the families, they were disappointed that he took a plea and that he wasn't going to get the death penalty. But it's like, you know, the parents probably wouldn't even be around to see him dead because he's going to rot on death row for 40 years as he appeals this shit and tries to use the excuse that he's autistic and so he can't receive the death penalty. And it's just going to be all this focus on him. And now, you know, at least he can just go be in jail and be in that shit and piss filled cage. And, you know, he's got a miserable life with no end in sight unless someone mercifully takes him out. You know, because
but I don't want to hear that he's ordering pizzas like that one guy.
No, me either. Me
like
either.
That,
or
I'll
playing like video games and stuff.
Exactly.
Or I also don't want to hear that he knocks someone up.
By the way, so Black moaned while he was dying and said, quote, "This is hurting so bad."
You are kidding me.
No, I'm not.
Like, hey, read the room, fucker.
Yeah. You're whining about this. The 6-year-old bled out to death for 30 minutes.
Literally read the room.
His lawyer, I hate these sons of bitches. The fact that he was able to raise his head several times and express pain tells you that the pentobarbital was not acting the way the state experts claim it acts. State of Tennessee killed a gentle, kind, fragile, intellectually disabled man in violation of the law.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. All the way off.
Literally go further than your client and fuck all the way off.
Yeah. Your client can fuck off to here all the way further for you, sir.
Literally. Gentle man. He murdered 3 people.
Yeah, he did.
But,
intellectually disabled too. So let me guess. This is in other words, we love doing this. They're trying to do with Kohberger.
Yes.
Right? Like you were just saying, like, oh, he had a touch of the ADHD. Fuck all the way off.
Yeah. He had Asperger's, so he can't.
Oh, he had Asperger's.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. No, he was an incel, basically.
Yeah. Yeah. But I feel like as we get further down the road, like it used to be, you know, a kid was restless in class. You know, for my generation, it was just like, oh, yeah, kid's restless in class, you know. Like, oh, we want to put them on some medication now. Like, you've got a diagnosis for everything. And you can put any one of us, probably. You go to the right therapist and they will diagnose you with something. Oh,
Yeah.
Amy suffers from blah 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 whatever. Mike suffers from
Yeah.
this.
I won't ever be able to be put to death because I take Adderall and I have ADHD. So
Yeah. I've
no
never been
death penalty for
diagnosed.
me.
How do they test for ADHD? I guarantee I have it. Guarantee it.
You 100% have it, Mike.
Yeah, you did so?
I'm telling you that all of the things that are very similar about us,
Yeah.
a lot of it is those ADHD tendencies.
I don't, every time I see like in my scroll or something, it'll be like symptoms of ADHD. And I'm like, oh God, I check everything on the list.
For
But
sure.
I don't know what that means really. I don't know what the actual test is. I don't think I've ever been tested.
Like,
I mean,
or
I
like,
know I haven't.
like one of them is like, you do one thing, like you cross one thing off your list and you feel like you
Done.
need like a reward for
Yeah,
it.
oh, yeah.
Like, oh, now I can sit down for 15 minutes and play with Legos now that I just
Yeah.
did one minor thing off my list.
Worked my ass off today. Checked something. I washed the dishes.
Yep.
I
Dude.
Dude.
I was super productive today.
Yeah. Dude, I do that with my brother when I'm like, I accomplished this.
Yeah.
And I literally want a gold star. Like, you don't understand how hard that was for me to straighten up that thing over there. And I did it.
Yep.
And it took everything out of me.
I do it with work shit all the time. Like, oh, I crossed something off my list I've been meaning to do for a minute. I can go walk away from my computer for 30 minutes and give myself a little reprieve.
By the way, this guy never apologized for those murders.
Well,
so
no,
the family's
Mike.
like,
He was too busy being in pain.
Yeah. Oh, it hurts so bad. Save it for the 6-year-old.
What was his last meal? You know?
You know what? I don't know. We could probably look it up.
Mm.
They probably released that. I don't have that in front of me. I usually always do. Oh, I'm sure he was very well fed. Very 100. Well fed.
I'm sure he was.
Byron Black. He was 69 years old. The victim's family says Black never apologized for his murders and will take them to the grave with him. His family's now going through the same thing he went through 37 years ago, blah, blah, blah. You
want to know what he had, Mike?
Yeah, I do. Do you have it?
I do.
What was it?
Oh, man.
Oh, is it going to piss me off?
Yes.
Is he eating better than me? Son of a bitch.
Yes. Let's
Go ahead.
see here. Hang on, I'm trying to get to the part of the story.
What is the story title that you found?
According to the Tennessee Department of Corrections, Black selected pizza with mushrooms and sausage, donuts,
Gross.
and butter pecan ice cream for his last meal.
That's going to clog his arteries. He's already got a bad heart. He's got a defibrillator. He shouldn't be eating ice cream like that. Is he crazy? And pizza, those carbs, it's terrible for him.
Best case scenario is he would have died of a heart attack that night.
Yeah, maybe.
You know,
is that all he got? Donuts, pizza. Who has mushroom? Did you say mushroom and sausage?
Yes.
Disgusting. If you put mushrooms on anything, you're an asshole.
Oh, we get mushrooms on pizza. Rocky loves mushrooms.
I love this one.
Loves
when
them.
people try to defend mushrooms to me and they're like, you can't even taste them. I'm like, yeah, then why put them on there? They're gross, slimy. It's like fucking mushy
Slimy.
garbage. Get out of here. Ugh. Mushrooms are so gross. I don't want them anywhere near me.
Okay, noted.
Yeah. Mushrooms and sausage. I hate this guy even more. I hate him more for that than killing people.
I guess I thought he was going to be black.
Yeah. Well,
maybe because of his name.
Byron Black and shit. Is he not black? Let's see him. I thought he was not. Too. Because Angela Clay, I'm assuming she was black. Her daughter's Latoya.
Oh, wait. Maybe he is.
Latoya and Lakeisha.
Oh, no, he was. No, but Mike, the reason I say that is because when I first Googled Byron Black, there's a Zimbabwean tennis player named Byron Black who's white.
I don't think it's legal to name a white kid Byron.
And he's from Zimbabwe.
He is?
But this Byron Black.
Could you have a picture of him? Let me see him.
Yeah. I've got a picture of both of them, Mike.
Both who? The
white
girl that was killed?
The white guy and the black guy.
All right, let me see him.
So that's the black guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then this is the white guy.
Wait, he's Zimbabwean though?
Yeah, but he's
So you
white
can-
as
you-
white can be.
Yeah, but if you're from Zimbabwe, you can name him Byron Black.
Byron Hamish Black. I wonder if he knows
See,
about this Byron
look at-
Black.
Look at these headlines right there from The Intercept. My client was tortured today. All the way off, sir. Fuck off.
It's hurting so bad.
Executed despite ethical health concerns. Yeah, they didn't unplug his defibrillator. That's what the ethical concerns were. And he went, owie. Oh, it hurts.
Yeah.
Too bad. Easy way to avoid that, Byron. Easy way to avoid that.
But Mike, he's
Don't
got
murder
intellectual
people.
disabilities.
Oh, cool.
So.
Yeah, what are those? Like we're lumping too many people into the intellectual disabilities category.
Yeah.
It's like
intellectual disability. Like if you're functioning enough that you can live on your own and you don't need like constant supervision and care,
yeah.
don't talk to me about mental disabilities. Such that you can't be like if you can live on your own, then you know the difference between right and wrong. Okay.
Yeah, you know right and wrong. You knew you had a plan and you executed it. No pun intended.
Right.
That you went there with the intent to murder children and your girlfriend.
Right.
And you shot her ex-husband. That wasn't by accident. That wasn't a coincidence.
Right.
So no, I don't want to hear it. And I'm glad it hurt. I'm glad you went owie.
Yeah, me too.
To be honest with you,
I'm glad that
kind
those
of-
were some of your last words.
Yeah. Tulsi Gabbard revealed that she believes aliens exist. I don't know if she did that. She towed the line between sharing her own opinions and avoiding revealing U.S. intelligence. The director of national intelligence says she is privy to a lot of classified information, and her role has to be careful about what she brings to light. So she was speaking on the Podforce One podcast. I guess that's Miranda Devine's podcast, and she was asked about aliens. Here you go. Here's a minute of it.
UFOs. There's been a lot of...
My husband is in the corner for the record, pumping his fist right now that you're asking this question.
So, I mean, is there anything... We've had some declassification of some very strange videos that look like they are, unidentified flying objects. Is there anything in the files that you think you could find or you have found?
Nothing that I'm prepared to talk about today. We are I'm just going to say this. We're continuing to look for the truth and share that truth with the American people.
The truth is out there.
Yes, it is.
So do you believe that there could be aliens?
I honestly, like my personal belief, I have my own views and opinions.
Right.
In this role, I got to be careful with what I share.
Very interesting.
and I'm laughing. My husband's laughing in the corner because we have these same conversations, and obviously I don't share any classified information. Outside of my building with those who have clearances, but this is fun that he's here to watch this right now.
Bullshit.
To watch this right now.
Yeah. Dude, I would so tell you.
100%. Are you kidding me? You mean to tell me that in like the privacy of your own home, clearly your husband's who is obsessed with aliens, you're not going to tell him? Really?
What you know? Bullshit. I mean, I would go as far as being like, Ames, totally on the DL.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I would say I would preface it with like, dude, I mean it. Like seriously, don't even tell Rocky.
Yeah.
Don't even tell Rocky, but here's what's going on with the aliens.
Yeah.
Like I would have to tell you.
Of course.
Like totally, and I'd be really pissed if you spilled the fucking beans.
You'd even make me sign an NDA about it.
Yeah, pay you to sign it, $20. Here you go. It's binding now. It's legal.
I mean,
but
we all know that there's aliens, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I feel like that's not even up for debate anymore.
No, Elon Musk has thrown a wrench into that because he's like, I've looked at every inch of the universe and I haven't seen anything. I'll be honest with you. But He's
but
someone
the thing
that
is he hasn't looked in every inch of the universe. The universe is like the biggest thing quite possibly ever.
And also, he would have those clearances that would not enable him to say if he did know anyways because of his government contracts. He's got security clearances as high as anyone alive. So I don't know that we can take his word. This
I mean,
thing
do you think he was just like control F, control F, trying to find keywords in classified documents the entire time he was working for the government? That's what I would be doing. I wouldn't be able to sleep because I'd be, control effing like JFK, 9/11, the assassination attempts.
Yeah,
aliens.
I don't know how that works. I don't know if those security clearances give you clearance to all, like, oh, today I'm going to search 9/11. Tomorrow I want JFK.
Yeah. And
like,
I feel like someone probably gets notified, like, hey, by the way, MAGA Barbie is looking at fucking JFK again.
Yeah, that maybe, but specifically with Elon and aliens, like that's the guy that's poking around in space. Like if anyone would like, that would be in his department. They might go, get out of here, dickhead. You can't ask us about how we blew up the buildings on 9/11. No, forget it. You don't have that clearance. But, you want to know the alien stuff.
I mean, he also knows shit that he said would get him killed. So, I mean, I don't know that that's alien stuff, but.
Yeah, I don't know. But I'm kind of pissed. I'm kind of done with this. Like, stop going. I love that these people are doing podcasts, sort of, but I'm at the stage now where, okay, you guys ran on, this is out of control. These powerful elites that control all the information and all the secrets, we're going to get to the bottom of this stuff. We know for a fact they are holding stuff back from the public. And when we get in there, we're releasing stuff on day one. We're moving shit out of Washington, D.C., and we're coming clean. You have a right to know, who are these fucking people? They're not kings. They're not God. They don't, you can handle, it might have been disruptive for society in the 1950s. It was a different kind of world then in what people knew and didn't know, and you might cause mass panic. They kind of ran, a lot of them. Now, Tulsi Gabbard didn't run, but they talked a big game. Like, now you're going to sit on a podcast and be like, oh, yeah, when, soon, like, either do or don't.
Right.
Like, you're in the power seat now. You're there. Your guy, our guy that we voted for is there, and he put all of you in these. You run the 18 intelligence agencies, Tulsi.
Yeah.
Like, you're the one. So it's not like, if we ever get close to that kind of power where we can release stuff, like, it's cute. Yeah. Oh, I don't talk about it with my husband. Well, shit, I wish you would. And I wish you would tell us what's going on.
Right.
Trust me, it doesn't change anything from our day-to-day life. If you go, you know what? Yeah, look at this. We found this little fucking guy. We found his groups in the desert. Here's his little disc. Like, does that change your day-to-day? It's like, yeah, it seems plausible that you've got this infinite galaxy. Why wouldn't there be something out there poking around? We're currently poking around in outer space right now. Why wouldn't things be poking around?
I think what's crazy is that, like, the resources that we've gathered from these extraterrestrials that have visited are technologies and resources that, like, literally could cure world hunger. If I'm recalling this documentary that I watched.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Called Unacknowledged. And so it's not just, hey, we found this little guy. It's, and we have to explain why the fuck we've sat on all this shit for decades and we haven't used it for our benefit at all.
Yeah, like the oil industry, big oil, it would disrupt the energy community.
Yeah, it's the energy community. Right, exactly.
Yeah. Yep.
So it's like
world hunger, where you could water everything. There's technologies and systems that could, but it would disrupt, the powerful
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I mean, if you don't think that if you think we're the only beings, I don't know. That's crazy to me. I'm not saying that they're humans or human adjacent, but I mean, my God.
Yeah.
The space is a big place.
Well, I don't believe little green men, like, the more you think about it,
I think they're like
you think grayish. I don't think they're living entities. I think they'd be more like we would do, that they would be some sort of technology, like robotics technology, like the Mars rover. Like,
if
that's
you watch
what you
the
would send out.
documentary Unacknowledged, which
Mhm.
I highly recommend. It's
What's
very
it on?
good. You might just be able to watch it on YouTube, but I think it was on Netflix. But
Unexplained or unacknowledged?
Unacknowledged. And this guy's been on Rogan before too. But he was like deep in the.
Is he tatted up?
No, he's kind of like this nerdy guy who was in the Air Force and ended up getting these like really crazy clearances, but then they tried to literally like ruin his life because he was was like starting to like spill all of this stuff because he's like, this is fucking insane. And he was talking about how like, there's shit, we've got shit and like, these like bases that are in mountains that have all of this stuff that we've gotten from.
Wait, is he the guy that was doing work with the Blink 182 guy, Mark? I think he was.
Possibly.
The guy I think you're describing, where they're talking about them being interested around like somewhere around Baja, California, Mexico. Like, there's a spot where a lot of these ships are alien.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I think
it was him or
the
not.
guy you're describing is that guy that got super high clearances. In fact, he might have been initially tapped to look into alien stuff.
His name is
And then was like-
Stephen Greer. Is his name, but he
I'll
like
watch the documentary.
yeah,
I'll check it
it's
out.
on Netflix. It's on Netflix, but they like show classified documents and stuff. And
I may have seen the same.
He's the one who he says like the little like vessels or I guess ships that they come down in, like they didn't have like controls in like the normal way that you'd think of them, but their fingers went into these like the end of their fingers like went into these button things, and that's how they steered it and moved it and stuff. But like he explains what they looked like and everything, and how like we have these bodies, I guess, for lack of a better word.
Yeah, we've
and what
heard
they
that
look
before.
like and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's true. And when you hear about how they tried to like ruin this guy's life, you're like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. No, it seems way more likely than not likely. That once we got to a point where you had distinguished pilots, like naval pilots and Air Force pilots talking about it, like people that are serious people and aren't, once they got into that realm and it's, I believe them too.
Yeah.
I believe that they're
not just like clowns. They're not the Area 51 documentary people.
Oh,
these are people who had like top secret clearances for decades, and saw some shit.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. I do you think we'll ever find out? I kind of am thinking we won't.
I think we'll find out dribs and drabs.
Yeah.
They'll downplay it. We won't find out like, yeah, we really do have this technology that can provide clean water to the entire world in a split second. And they're not going to admit to having that kind of stuff. But I don't know. They'll probably admit that, yeah, there's something out there. Because at this point, what the fuck do we care? I mean, really, we've got people on Earth that we've got to deal with. Okay. Like, we've all lived this entire time and the aliens haven't been bothering us. So I just don't think that they're the external threat that they once were.
I kind of think like Rogan does that, It's in their best interest in a big universe to like keep an eye on what the stupid monkeys are doing on Earth. Like they're getting to a point where they're poking around with nuclear energy. Keep an eye on them.
Exactly.
What are these fucking tards going to do down there?
Right.
Do we have to step in and,
You know what I've always wondered though? Are they sending their best or are they sending their prisoners? Because I feel like they know when they're set. There's a good possibility that they're not coming back. Like this is a death mission. This is a one-way trip to Earth. Because if you get there, they're not going to let you go. Yeah.
So they're just sending up all their big E's.
Or are they sending their, Elon Musks?
Well, they're not sending their Elon Musks, whatever their Elon Musk version is, which is probably just a floating head at this point. But
well, and then what if one of the times it was like the Katy Perry and Gayle King flight, and it was like now we have a bunch of their dumbest celebrity aliens that just crashed on Earth.
Yeah, no, you got to figure that the crashed ones are definitely Big E. That's like I put my fingers in the hole and I did exactly what I was supposed to do, and it just nosedived, and they're like, fucking Big E. It's like the Big E that was running the Hawaii alarm system for tsunamis and just like randomly pushing the button in the middle of the night, freaking everybody out.
Yeah.
That
is so funny.
I'll watch that. Unexplained, did you say?
Unacknowledged.
Unacknowledged.
I'll
text me that.
you.
Yeah, text it to me. Lastly, before we get to email, I'm going to hold a story for tomorrow for the members area that I think will be a lot of fun.
It's what they call a teaser.
Yeah. If you want to check that out, patreon.com/TDC podcast. And I printed a couple things, but I think that'll be fun. It's not a timely thing, so that'll be good for tomorrow. Would you like the idea of college football red zone?
Yes.
I think that could be better than red zone. Like I care way more about pro football.
I will have no red zone slander. Just like I will have no Alan Jackson slander. I will have no red zone slander, except for if you're going to slander the host because he's a fucking dork. I will accept that. The host of Red Zone.
He's going nowhere.
Oh, I know. He's like the face of it. But he's such a dork. I would say at least once a Sunday, Rocky and I look at each other and we just go, because he makes the dumbest jokes. Like he says the gayest shit.
Really?
Yeah. But he's got
I didn't even know they had a host. I've never watched it. Never watched it. There's been houses I've been at where it's been on like that golf outing I go to, or not, it's not even an outing. It's just me and the four of us go up north and play for the weekend. And downstairs there's like 3 giant TVs connected together. And he'll throw red zone on that when it's a bunch of games. It's not the Lions, it's not the Niners. And it's like, just throw them all on. And so I've seen red zone like that. I wasn't even aware there was a host. But anyways, Roger Goodell opened the door to this red zone. College football maybe getting red zone treatment because ESPN has acquired it now, like you mentioned yesterday. Mm-hmm. So let's see here. Obviously, in the context of that, though, ESPN purchased the red zone name. They'll be able to utilize that for other sports, college football, and other things. I think that could be an exciting thing for our fans also to see that on SportsCenter. He said that on SportsCenter. NFL Red Zone's become a fan favorite on Sundays. Yeah, the people that don't care about football that much, the sort of fans, really
Mike,
get into Red Zone. So that's
you've never even watched Red Zone, so your credibility on this.
I'm a super fan of football, though. I'm a big fan of football. I like what's going on.
I watch more football games than you, though.
Not just between the 20s.
I watch more football games than you.
You watch like cutesy football.
I literally watch more football games than you.
Just between the 20s. We only watch between the 20s. We don't care about that.
You watch 2 teams play full games each week. That's cute.
Yeah, and I watch Monday night and Thursday night and Sunday night.
Me too.
I watch all those.
And every single game that plays on Sunday.
So I don't just watch baseball in the 9th inning like you do. You just want to see like the 9th inning or something. You don't care what goes on that other 60 yards of action.
It's interesting, Mike, because especially during
like 60 yards too.
During the afternoon games, say when there's only like 4 of them on.
Yeah.
you basically see the entire game from all 4 games because there's always something to show. It's not like they're just showing scoring plays.
Well, this is
retarded,
good
so.
news. Amy's favorite, Scott Hansen, brings viewers into the center of the action in the wake of Tuesday's formal reveal in which the NFL will receive
7 hours of commercial-free football. Sorry.
10%. So NFL will receive 10% equity stake in ESPN in exchange for the media assets. Hansen confirmed he's staying put. It's official. And for those wondering, yes, I will still be hosting Red Zone. Fired up for a great season. Optimistic about this new partnership. And I get to call Adam Schefter a colleague for the second time in my career. Nice bonus. There's your boy.
7 hours of commercial-free football.
I can't wait.
Box.
I can't wait. It's this weekend, right? We get games. When do they start?
I think
Friday?
I think Detroit
Thursday?
is on the road, and then I think they come back and they have a scrimmage with the Dolphins and a home game with the Dolphins. So
Okay. All right.
yeah. I hear that Ndamukong Suh was at practice today.
Ugh, asshole.
I know, that was my reaction too.
Yeah, he's a dick. Sorry.
I know. But I also heard that Hutchinson looks phenomenal. So
yeah, no shock there.
Yeah, I'm pretty jacked.
I am too. Oh, please be the season. Please be the season. It's got to be the season.
It would be so awesome.
I know. Okay, let's do a couple of emails and we'll call it a day. Happy Gilmore 2. Smoked a huge joint, watched it, laughed my ass off from 5 minutes in. I loved it. Great 12th grade humor. To me, Porky should have gotten Picture of the Year, Doug. Porky's. That's before your generation. But yeah, those Porky's movies, there was a few in that genre. It was just young girls and tits. They just showed titties. It was the best.
Yeah.
I wish we could get back to that where it was just...
No, you can't. Harvey Weinstein's in jail.
Yeah.
He made all the good movies.
It was so fun when it was like, you would literally have scenes and for no reason, there would just be topless chicks in it. It was great.
Yeah, right.
It was great. It was art at its finest. And it was like, we appreciated it.
It gave Mr. Skin a business.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, dude, bidets are 1,000% life-changing. I bought one 6 years ago.
Dudes are so obsessed with bidets.
I never was until I tried it. And
all
I
of
thought
your
it was
secret closet homo coming out.
Dude, I thought I was being homophobic. And it was like, no, nothing touches my can hole. Nothing. and then I tried the bidet up north in Arizona. And I was like, this is life-changing. This is unbelievable. And, to quote the great Randy, if you want to keep smearing shit all over your asshole, knock yourself out. Go ahead.
There you go.
But this guy, Mike M, bought one 6 years ago. Now have them on both toilets. If that makes me a little gay, so be it. I'm tortured when I don't have one.
Tortured?
Yeah. It cleans you up. It's great. It's
tortured. Talk about. I don't ever want to hear anybody tell me my problems are first world.
Well, yeah.
If
okay,
you're getting
that's fair
tortured over not having a bidet.
Dude, I feel like a part of me is lost when I get back home and it's like going through a whole roll of toilet paper this week. This stinks. It is life changing. I don't know how to explain it. Get one for yourself and then let me know. You're going to feel like a higher class citizen.
Yes, there's no doubt about that.
You might as well be using an outhouse. The difference between an outhouse and having a nice bathroom at home. It's kind of what it feels like. I bought the $50 ones, clear rear, I believe they're called. No heat or air, but it's not a huge deal. Bought one from my parents' house in Michigan, and that one gets a little tough in the winter. Those water pipes are cold. I definitely suggest heated in cold climate. Yeah, I don't know. I've only had the super classy ones. Now, I wasn't on one of those $10,000 Japanese toilets, but definitely had the heated seat and the blower and warm water and all that. I don't want to try like dead of Michigan winter with the cold pipes and freezing cold water shooting on you. That would stink, but telling you, Amy, it's life-changing.
I believe you, Mike. I believe
it is. It is. All right. Why don't we call it a day there? And hopefully some of you will join us for the member show tomorrow, patreon.com/TDC podcast. And Ames and I will be back for that mañana. And sorry to fathead Greg Henson. I don't know where he'll probably chime in right now. Yeah, Amy called it. I'm not surprised at all. But we'll get him on at some point. Let him ramble about Michigan football and all that kind of stuff. But have a good day, everybody.
And I can laugh in his wife's face about Karen Reed. Okay, bye, everybody.
Oh, yeah. There you go. There you go. Of course she thought Karen Reed was guilty. Fuck. I don't know. We have a lot of questions for Greg.
Yeah.
A lot of questions for him next time we talk to him.